Hi there, I'm Holly Bell. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, we were going to talk about the next book, book number 3, and this is Easy Mind, Easy Life. And I love this one because this was the first one that my daughter helped me choose the cover. She actually chose this one, and everyone I've spoken to says that this cover makes them feel so peaceful, you know, because of the beautiful scene of the grass and the dandelions. It's just lovely. Now, Easy Mind, Easy Life. Well, there's a story about this one. When I first started out, I had a blog called Easy Mind, Easy Life, and I had a Facebook page called Easy Mind, Easy Life, which I still have. I don't have the blog anymore, but I do have the Facebook page. And I used to love writing up little quotes, you know, that to shift your perception, you know, basically, or to remind you of something beautiful inside of you, you know. And so that's basically what the Easy Mind, Easy Life was to start with. Now, the YouTube channel I started straight after I wrote Your Past is a Gift, because I found that process, for me, it felt like so much had been released from my system. You know, I'd flushed out so much junk that I wanted to share that process with everyone, you know. And so Easy Mind, Easy Life YouTube channel was born, and I'm keeping that one as a guide to your past, because if you can work through the events that have occurred in your past, if you can release them and return them back to love, that's where you can have an easy mind and an easy life. You know, your mind isn't bogged down all the time with the things that have already happened, that, wow, how do I explain it? That we are still holding on to. We don't realize that we're still holding on to it, but you can tell if you are. And this is how you tell. You actually have what I call three allies, that can instantly tell you if you're still stuck in something that's happened in your past, if you haven't let it go, if you haven't forgiven it yet. Number one, when something happens, someone talks to you, or there's an event now in this present moment that happens, and you get triggered and you become angry, there is still something stuck in the past. There is a person in front of you right now in this moment. We're talking about this present moment. There's something that's happening and you're feeling afraid. If there's fear, there's something stuck in the past. If there's someone in front of you right now in this very moment, or there's something happening to you right now in this moment, and you're feeling intense sadness, or just sadness overall, you're just upset, you have something stuck in the past. These three beautiful allies, fear, anger, and pain, will always show up to tell you that you still have something stuck in the past. It's never about this present moment. Very rarely about this present moment. It's usually about stuff that's already happened to us. We've created all these beliefs about ourselves. In my case, in the previous video, we were talking about I felt cast aside. I felt like I'd become invisible. All of those things. I felt like I wasn't loved anymore. So any time in my adult years that someone would make me feel this way, or something happened, there's an event, doesn't necessarily have to be with someone. It can be just as simple as your car breaks down and you are angry, or you know, you become upset. These are all triggers, because the event is neither here nor there. That the car breaks down, you take it to the mechanic, it gets fixed. It's just a car, you know. But if a car breaks down and all of a sudden your whole world falls apart because your car broke down, then there's something happening inside of you. There's something you are really, really, really still holding on to from way, way back there. And in this video, and probably in a few videos, because it was one of the questions that set me free, I'm going to ask you the same question many, many times throughout the videos as we go, whenever I can remember. I'll ask you, are you still looking at your parents as if you're 5 years old, like at that age? Now really sit with this, really think about it, because when I was asked that, it took me months to really understand how profound that question is. At this point in time, are you still looking at your mum or your dad like you are 5 years old? It's quite easy to tell. You know, for me, throughout my adult years, whenever I had to, my parents were always overseas. They were in South America. Well, they are in South America, sorry. But whenever I had to talk to them, I would have a knot in my stomach and I would always feel yucky after talking to them. I never felt happy or joyful that I had talked to them. There was always something. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but I was never comfortable talking to them. There wasn't a flow between us. So that's one way you can tell, you know, if there's still unresolved stuff. Another one is if they still trigger you. You know, when you talk to your mum, does she still upset you over certain things? You know, do you get upset very easily when she mentions certain things? Does she say things to you and you feel triggered? It either upsets you or it makes you angry or afraid. You know, all of these things, they're all gifts. They're all telling you that you're still stuck in that tiny little 5-year-old body. You're still looking at the world from those eyes. 5, 7, 8. As a child, we see the world so differently to how we look at the world now through our adult eyes. And there's a reason for that. I mean, we're going to go through the books and you'll see that each book has its own beautiful little gifts. In this Easy Mind, Easy Life, the plan was all those beautiful quotes that I kept writing and sharing on Facebook through the Easy Mind, Easy Life Facebook page. I decided to start writing them all down and putting them all in one place into this one beautiful book. So you could just open up to one page on a day, and whatever that page said, then that would be for you that day. You know, like that would be your moment. At the top of the page, it always says moment. And say on page 55, I'll just read you one. This one says, "Good morning, I am the sun. I hope the color palette I chose to decorate the sky today delights you. They dim in comparison with the love I have in my heart for you. Were you to shine your divine light upon me, I would be blinded. Yes, I am talking to you, human, imperfect as you think you are. You are divine perfection to me." And, you know, all these little quotes like that. There is some in here for your mother, for your father, you know. That one, the anger one. There's so many pretty ones. Here's one on page 33. "Dear Mum, I see you now. That what you did to me was also done to you when you were little. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. No child should ever have to go through what you suffered. I forgive you, Mum. I love you, Mum." So the beauty of this book is that you can just open to any page and just sit with that beautiful, you know, thought for that day, if you like. And it's just a nice space. It creates this lovely place where you can just let the mind rest, you know, just give it a rest from all the chatter and just sit with a lovely thought that just fills your heart and makes you feel good for that moment, you know. So yeah, Easy Mind, Easy Life. So we'll continue with that one, but that one will mainly be aimed at working on the past, because I find that that's where they want me to do all the work. So in the next book, we'll talk about who are this they that I keep talking about. Who are they? We'll talk a little bit about that in the next book, just to give you an idea. All right, my darlings, I love you. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.